that County Commissioner Sonata is joining us by telephone, and we welcome you, Chris. We hope you're doing well.
Thank you, Chairman.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
And we always begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Then we'd ask you to remain standing for a brief moment of silence. Commissioner Kennedy, could you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll have a brief moment of silence, please. Thank you all very much. Let's establish a quorum first. Vanessa, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sinata?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here, we do have a quorum. We are going to digress from the printed agenda, and I think agendas are available if anyone wishes to take one from the table over there. But as I mentioned at the outset, this is a very special day for us. It's, I would characterize it as bittersweet. We have some individuals who are going to be starting a new chapter in their lives, and we felt it was only appropriate that we recognize them for their many years of service to the people of this county. I should start by noting that we do have in the audience our president, Judge J. Craig Cox, who is not retiring. But it was kind of you to come down, Your Honor. We appreciate your taking the time to join us.
Thank you.
And but we will be having some changes, and we have had a change, but we wanted to make note of, and again, pay our respects and our thanks to a number of these individuals. Last year at this time, he was at that point the president judge, Dominic Motto. He officially retired as president judge a year ago, December 31, if I'm not mistaken. Fortunately for everyone, he took senior judge status. And he's finished 1 year as a senior judge. He's been spending time in Jefferson County and Washington County. Was there one other county you've been to?
Butler County.
That's right, Butler.
And Lawrence.
And of course, Lawrence, you're still coming. We still see you, which is wonderful. And my understanding of the rules of the court is that Judge Motto is able to do this for another 2 years.
Correct.
And so we wanted to, first of all, congratulate you on your retirement a year ago. We should have done this a year ago for you, but we wanted to also thank you for all your years of service. The Honorable Judge John Hodge is going to finish his term on December 31st, and I hope I'm not going out on a limb too far. I believe you're going to take senior judge status, Your Honor?
Yes, I've been approved for that, and in fact have a schedule at least for the week of the 12th of January here.
Wonderful. So, and again, you'll be permitted to do that for a 3-year period if I'm...
Yes, that's my understanding.
We have Judge Hodge's wife, Sharon, with us. And Sharon, thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate that very much. Our sheriff, Perry Quilero, is getting ready to conclude his term in office, multiple terms. You took office in 2006, I believe. You were elected in 2005. And
yeah, that's correct.
Started in 2006. And from a personal standpoint, I could sit here all day and talk about all three of you gentlemen. We were hoping that Judge Acker, we invited Judge Acker to join us. My hunch is he may be tied up in court, so hopefully he'll be able to stop by. We wanted to pay our respects to Judge Acker as well. He is concluding his term, and he will finish up at the end of this calendar year. Again, I'm not going to belabor this because we have a business to conduct and you folks all have work to do. But our purpose today was to, on behalf of the people of this county, offer our sincere thanks and gratitude to you gentlemen for all that you've done in serving the people of this great county. I've said many times that, with maybe one or two exceptions, the voters of this county have made some tremendous choices in who they've sent to the courthouse, whether it be in the courts or in our row offices or our board of commissioners. And you three gentlemen exemplify that fact. The voters did the right thing in choosing the three of you. I consider each of you personally a friend, and that's the most important thing, is the friendship aspect of it. We've worked together professionally, but over the years we've developed, I think, a strong friendship, and I cherish that. I truly cherish it. Judge Hodge, when I took office in 2004, you were the county solicitor.
That's right.
And I was, at the time, permitted to call you John. You will always be Judge Hodge. But you guided us in the 2 years, because you took office in 06 as well.
06 and everything, because you were with Steve Craig.
Steve Craig and Commissioner Fosnot.
I thought that was.
Those 2 years were very challenging. We had a row officer who chose not to follow all the rules. And
That's a very polite way of saying it.
but your guidance got us through that rocky period, and I want to thank you for that. Judge Motto, we've also become very, very good friends, and we share a lot of common interests. And I can't tell you the amount of respect I have for you as a human being, not only as a judge, but as a human being. Sheriff Colero, you are so professional. With today being the only exception, you're always in your uniform.
I've never seen that.
I know.
When I ran and I took office, I said I would be a working sheriff, and that meant I wore a uniform every single day. And I was in the courthouse, and I kept that up.
Well, the rumor was that you cut your grass in that uniform.
Probably, yeah.
But you have run, you are such a professional individual. You've taken your role so seriously. You're here every day. I don't know that you ever missed a day. You're always here.
I don't take hardly any time off. I never did.
No, and that's.
I felt I had to be here,
Well,
in case something happened. It's my job.
Absolutely. And it's not gone unnoticed, Sheriff. For the three of you, we wish you, as I say to everyone that retires, a healthy and lengthy retirement. That is our wish for the three of you. I'd like to turn it over to my colleague, Commissioner Kennedy, for his remarks.
I think you said it all, but the one thing is, I remember when I got elected as commissioner, we talked about, in 2 years, something here's going to change, and it's hard to believe them 2 years went by so fast. But it's been a pleasure working with you gentlemen, and every one of you has just treated me just like I'm one of you guys. So I appreciate that. Everything you've done for me personally. But thank you for the people of Lawrence County. You've done a great job here over the years. It doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you guys.
Dan, thank you. Commissioner Sonata, if you're able to still hear us, would you care to make any remarks?
Sure. Can you hear me well, Chairman?
Yes, you're fine, Chris.
Okay, I'd like to echo Chairman Vogler's comments. Each and every one of you I've known for many years. Judge Motto, you were elected the year after I was elected into the legislature, and I've known you ever since, and you are a true gentleman, and I always enjoyed working with you in different factions in the past 2 years as a commissioner. I've enjoyed the year we spent and the year after. And Judge Hodge, I remember when you got elected back in the day, and I've known you and Sharon for many years, and your professionalism has always been there, and I wish you the very best. And Sheriff Colero, you and I go back many years. Your grandma is looking down on you right now and be very proud of you. You've done an excellent job at the courthouse. I remember when I was in the legislature, you were always in the community. You represented that office with honor and dignity, and I consider you a friend. You deserve your retirement. Like Chairman Vogler and Chairman Commissioner Kennedy, we're going to miss you at the courthouse. I always respected you, but the last few years, Sheriff, I have more respect because, as Commissioner Vogler said, you're there all the time in uniform, doing your job, and what you've done, the safety you provided out there is an honor to all of us, and wish you the best in your retirement. And it's great to see Judge Cox, I've known him as well all these years, and Judge Actors as well. I wish him and Sue a good retirement, for he deserves his honor as well. Thank you.
Chris, thank you very kindly. Judge Cox, I don't want to put you on the spot, but would you care to make any remarks?
Just brief, as you indicated earlier, it's bittersweet for me also in that these two gentlemen I practiced law with for a number of years before we all became judges. So I had the opportunity to practice law with them and be a judge with them. I'm happy they get to, after their long careers, be able to relax a little bit. I know Judge Motto's garden will be even bigger next year probably and everything. But for selfish reasons, I'm really going to miss them. We've been friends for a long time. They've worked hard. They deserve the retirement, but I'm going to miss all their hard work on the bench. As far as the sheriff's concerned, he was a working sheriff. Oftentimes he would come up and transport prisoners for us. No job was beneath him as sheriff. He did a great job and always appreciate all the cooperation we had from him. So I wish them good luck on their retirement. But I did get, as Judge Hodge said, AOPC has approved Judge Motto for January for drug court, and Judge Hodge, so I'm not letting them quite go yet. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think the good news for the people of this county is that, notwithstanding the significant changes that are taking place in the courts, with 3 new judges coming on board, I think the court will continue to be in very solid hands with your leadership, number one, as the president judge. And I think I'm very optimistic with the 3 new judges coming on board.
Yes.
We've been blessed with a strong bench, and I look for that to continue. Judge Motto, do you wish to make any remarks?
Well, I guess there's 2 thank yous I have to give. First of all, to the Board of Commissioners for all the support you gave to the court during the 20-plus years that I was president judge. You were always sensitive to the needs of the court. Anytime I needed anything that was important to court operations, you were all very accommodating. And I say that most importantly because, as you may know, in a lot of other counties, there's a lot of tension between the president judge and the county commissioners. And I was always proud of the fact that that wasn't the case in Lawrence County. Everything was done in a very cooperative manner. And of course, I have to thank my fellow judges and the sheriff for all the support they gave me during my tenure, because it certainly made my job easier. I always said, for me, being president judge worked out so well because I got to serve with a bunch of people who came to work every day with no other agenda other than wanting to do the best job they could, and that was special. Over the last year, I've sort of been watching our new president judge, and I can sense that with this historic transition, he's getting the same kind of support and cooperation, and that bodes well for our court system in the county. You know, this is historic that we would have 3 brand new judges elected at one time, and I racked my brain trying to figure out how that came about, and I did figure it out. It came about because we had 3 judges over the last 30 years who all retired in the middle of their terms in the year that ended in 4. And it began with Judge Kayaza, who resigned to become a federal magistrate in 1994, hence my election in the election year of 1995. And then Judge Pratt, who retired in 2004, hence Judge Hodge then replaced Judge Pratt in 2005, if I'm right. And then we had Judge McCone, who met mandatory retirement at age 70 in 2014, hence Judge Acker coming on board in 2015. That's how it came about. It is historic, but I see a great transmission, change coming forward, and I agree. I think Lawrence County is going to have a solid bench for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge Hodge, would you care to speak?
Well, I thank you for the invitation here. It caused me to reflect upon service as county solicitor, which was somewhat, the interesting characters along the way and everything, from Frank Victorell to yourselves and everything. It was something that, back in my father's uncle, Joe Gilmore, was county commissioner from 48, I think, to 64. And so I had known him when I was, a teenager working and everything. And it just so, I was always interested in county government, and especially the thing that I was very interested in and fascinated with was the election process. I mean, election night as county solicitor was, for me, that was the thing that really sparked my interest and kept me involved here and everything. And we've seen changes, and we've seen how it works better when commissioners as well as judges are friendly and able to talk. And you mentioned about friends. Well, I'm fortunate to say that Judge Motto and Judge Cox have been some of my closest friends here in my professional life here, and personal life here. And it's just worked so much better. If we had something we needed to discuss, we were able to discuss it, in an appropriate manner, make some resolution and move on and everything. It's just been a pleasure to be able to work that way, because we have seen in the past how when the judges didn't have that rapport, it was difficult. And the three of us were young attorneys when it was difficult. And I hope the people of Lawrence County appreciate that, we changed things. And I'm optimistic. I think our three new judges are going to be fine and everything. I got a lot of respect for them, and I appreciate that they're going to be just fine here, and the county's going to be. But again, I thank you for inviting us, because I think it was always interesting, given the background as solicitor, to see what's the commissioner doing here and everything, and how are we going forward here. So again, I thank you, and I look forward to just observing how things go here in the future. And with Sheriff Calero, he'll be fine here. We've been talking about Suns baseball and everything. And, I think we've got a good future ahead of us here. So thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sheriff Calero, would you wish to speak?
Yeah, real quick. Instead of taking no more time, but I appreciate the Board of Commissioners. I don't know how to thank you guys for working with me. We've become great friends through the years. You were there when I needed things. The employees of the courthouse, I have a lot of friendships here. Can I say I'm going to miss it? I'm going to miss it. Truly miss it. A lot of good people here. A lot of good workers. And then the citizens of Lawrence County who trusted in me for 20 years. I appreciate it. Serve and protect the community. I'm definitely going to miss it. But you guys have been great. The judges, We've talked, we've been in chambers, we talked a lot, sports, you name it, whatever was brought up, family. They're great people, and I wish them the best in retirement, and good luck. Your Honor, good luck to you. Thank you, President Judge. They're just tremendous people, but thank you so much again.
Thank you, Sheriff, kindly. Well, we don't want to hold you up. As you know, I periodically send you little clippings, and I have a little clipping for each of you. Except Judge Cox, I put yours in your mailbox. I wasn't sure if you had it there or not. But before you head out, I'll give these to each of you. Another piece of Lawrence County history. But please accept our sincere thanks, our congratulations. And it's not just coming from Commissioner Sanada and Commissioner Kennedy and myself. I believe we're speaking for all of the people of this county when we say thank you. You are welcome to stay for our meeting. It's a good place to stay if you want to take a nap. Otherwise, if you have to move along, we understand. And we wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Thank you. Okay. Have a great holiday. You and yours. Take care, Sharon. Thank you, Judge Cox.
I'll add you for the,
We are sorry.
these are always interesting.
I'm glad you enjoyed them. We'll stay in touch. I'll see you at church too.
See you maybe tomorrow night.
Maybe. I'm going down to my son, so I don't know, but you take care. Sheriff,
Take care of yourself.
all the best. Please don't be a stranger. Likewise.
Thank you very much. Good seeing you, good working with you and everything.
Keep in touch. We're here. You're always welcome.
Congratulations. Merry Christmas.
Well, Bruce, take care of yourself.
Take care.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate everything.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks for your comments. Okay.
I started with you.
You started a long time ago. You did.
It's hard to believe, huh?
Been a while.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, that was before me.
We'll we're down to item
Congratulations.
2 on the agenda,
Merry
which would be row officer reports and comments. We have none with us today. We do offer 2 opportunities for public comment, and we'll start now, and then we'll also have an opportunity before we adjourn. In the audience, I think everybody is here to present a report to us, but are there any public comments? Hearing none, again, we'll open it back up before we adjourn. Gentlemen, in your packet, we have warrant registers that have been submitted to us by the County Controller's Office, and they are dated December, it says here December 16 and 18. I'm showing that we have some from December 17 as well. Please bear with me. I'm going to make this part of the record. I'll give Dan and Chris a little time to look them over, and whenever you're ready, I could entertain a motion for us to accept the warrant registers that have been submitted.
I'm ready.
Mr. Sanada has moved. Mr. Kennedy, would you care to second?
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second for the warrant registers. Any questions, gentlemen? Hearing none, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. By the way, Commissioner Kennedy, you sound better today.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You're feeling better. In our packet are the minutes. There's a minor correction on your printed agenda. They should read December 16 and December 18. We did have to have a special meeting last Thursday for one item, but the minutes of those two meetings are in your packet, gentlemen. Whenever you're ready, I can entertain a motion for us to adopt the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both. Any concerns or discussion? Hearing none, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you very much. We have two written communications, two documents that have come into us. The first comes to us from the Pennsylvania American Water Company, and this involves notification of a GP5 permit to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, and it is for a water line replacement. It's multi-county. What concerns us is the section of River Road in Perry Township. It also goes into Franklin Township, Beaver County, but they're making us aware of this water line replacement, Chapter 105 GP5 permit, once again down in Perry Township. The other piece of correspondence we have received comes from the Elwood Group, specifically North American Forge Masters here in the city of Newcastle on Moravia Street, and they're making us aware that they have applied to the DEP relative to Act 14. They're submitting an application to renew their state-only natural minor operating permit 37-00300 at their facility on Moravia Street. Gentlemen, any concerns or questions about these two letters?
No.
Hearing none. Thank you both. Could I have a motion for us to accept these documents?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both, and we'll take a roll call.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Commissioner reports and comments. Looks like I'm up first, and at this point, just want to check one thing here very quickly, if you'll bear with me. Last, just the only thing I'll note for the record, actually, I think we may have talked about this. Last week, Commissioner Kennedy and I were able to attend the Conservation District's annual luncheon meeting, which was held out at, is it now called Grace Methodist Church? The old First Methodist Church out in Shannick. It was a very nice event, as it always is, so appreciate Mr. Kennedy joining us there. That's all I have. Dan, any comments?
Really nothing, you know, it's been 5 weeks.
Thank you, sir. And Commissioner Sanada?
My only comment, I would just wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
Chris, thank you. It's very much appreciated. We'll jump down to new business. And Vanessa, this first resolution, what number do we give it?
405.
Thank you. This comes to us courtesy of the Planning Department. Amy McKinney is our director. Good morning, Amy.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. Hope you are.
Yeah, thank you.
Good. You have a proposal regarding agreement that we will enter into with an engineering firm, specifically for structural engineering services. My recollection is that we did a request for proposals. Is that
Request for
right?
qualifications.
Qualifications. Let me turn it over to you.
I know, so what's the difference between an RFP and an RFQ? But yeah, we advertised for this, and we did a request for qualifications for a structural engineering firm to do work that needs to be done when things come up in the county-owned properties. We advertised, they were due December 1st. I brought them before you on December 2nd. Letting you know how many we had received. We only received one. I took the time to review them, and then I also created the agreement and had Jason and Joe both look at the agreement. Attached to the agreement is their fee schedule. So this will only be on an as-needed basis when they're needed to go and look at any property that a county owns for a structural engineer. And so Gibson Thomas is the person the only one that submitted the RFQ. And so you have the agreement in front of you.
Thank you so much. A couple quick items before I turn it over to my colleagues. Do we know where they're based out of? Indiana, PA?
Their
Is that
main
their
office is in
headquarters?
Latrobe, I
Oh,
think.
Latrobe.
Yeah, Latrobe. They have offices all over. I mean, they have an office in Florida. But yeah, their main office is in Latrobe.
Okay, thank you. And to be clear, and please, somebody correct me if I'm making a misstatement. They will not be replacing Taylor Engineering. Taylor
No.
Engineering
Taylor
remains the
Engineering is the
county
county's
engineer.
engineer. We will utilize them for everything we have been utilizing them for. But Gibson Thomas they're experts in structural engineering. And there's some projects that the county will be working on, and we need a structural engineer.
Understood. Thank you for clarifying that we're
Right.
continuing our relationship with
Right,
Taylor
right.
Engineering for basically all other matters.
Yeah. And like I said, we advertise, and not only do we advertise, we also sent out the request to a number of engineering firms that we know we work with, and Taylor Engineering was one, along with some others, and they did not submit an RFQ.
Commissioner Kennedy, if I'm not mistaken, when you were a township supervisor, you had dealings with this company, am I right? Let me turn it over to you, but that's good to know that you have a working relationship with them.
I know a couple of them down there, but they've done a very good job, and actually, probably after the first of the year, they're gonna have an office here in Orange County also. So, they're seeing a need for it, and they decided to come here and put an office in, so they'll be here to work with us too. But yeah, we reached out to Taylor, but it's something they just couldn't do. They were supposed to have an engineer. But we need them for the project at St. Joe. That's what we need. So this will get us moving in the right direction.
Well, and again, I think it's very helpful that you've dealt with them and that you have a good rapport with them. So it's not like we're just getting to know them, especially from Mr. Kennedy's standpoint.
Yeah, and Fort Lawrence has used them. Ben Bush has worked with them a lot too. So they're
Thank you.
a good group.
Commissioner Sanada, any comments?
No, I just think I know that Commissioner Kennedy worked with them in the past, and I have no issues with this. I think they'll do a good job.
Chris, thank you. Amy, anything else for us on this one?
No.
Well, thank you for all the work you did pulling this together. The proposal then would have the county enter into an agreement with Gibson Thomas Engineering to provide structural engineering services on an as-needed basis. This is Resolution 405. May I have a motion for its approval?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you both, gentlemen. And if there are no other concerns, we'll do a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Amy, appreciate your help on this, and Merry Christmas
Merry
to you and your
Christmas,
family.
yes, Happy New Year. Yes, thank you guys for everything. Appreciate it.
Enjoy your time with your family.
Thank you. You guys too. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Next on the agenda, Chad Strobel, our Public Safety Director, has a proposal for an agreement relative to subscription-based uninterrupted emergency notification system. Company being out of Texas known as Reed Group. This is proposed resolution 406, and Chad, could you give us some of the details, please?
Yes, sorry. Back in beginning of November, the existing mass notification system that we were using by OnSolve, the brand being Code Red, had a security breach. Because of the security breach, we lost access to the platform without any notification to us that it had happened. We didn't learn until a few days later when the state told us about it. Part of that data breach or security breach prompted the federal government, the IPAWS lab, to revoke their ability to connect to the IPAWS, which is the Integrated Public Alert and Warning System. How we can send mass notifications out to everybody via radio, telephone, television. We have that ability. We lost that because of this security breach. Another part of the security breach was we lost our certificates to send IPAWS messages. So not only did we not have a platform to send them, we weren't permitted to send them because of the breach. and kind of left us at a bad spot where we had no way of notifying the public of any major emergencies. Through some research, we found that they weren't getting it back anytime soon. We started as a group, the county directors from Butler, Mercer, Beaver, all around us, started looking at different vendors to renew our service and get ourselves back up and running. We all pretty much all of us came to an agreement that Reaper fit the needs. We were looking for cost-effective, the options that we had available to us to send iPods, and we have wireless emergency alerts, and we could get the system up and running quickly. So we opted to go with the rest of the group and get the discounted rate to renew our service. They were sympathetic with us, understanding we'd already turned in our budgets for mass notification prices. The original agreement was to pay for 3 years up front, the entire cost, which is around $25,000. They said, we understand, we'll let you pay year 1, and then for year 2 of service, you can make up year 2 and 3, and we'll be fine with that at the discounted rate. So they're very willing to work with us and make this happen. 1, to get the business, and 2, to make sure we had an option for sending these messages. Another nice part about this system is we can hand it out to the municipalities as well. The local emergency management coordinators will be the main administrator. However, we can give them user access to it, so the local EMCs or municipal officials can also send messages via this system if they choose to. And right now, I'm not sure if the city has anything. They were using Code Red OnSolve as well. Elwood City is using Code Red OnSolve, so they're all kind of in a position where we can't do anything. This, we can give them access to it, and they can send their messages out locally. And we can also send out our iPods and wheels. So for year 1, the cost will be $10,275. And year 2, 2027, will make up the difference for year 2 and 3 at a cost of $14,067.50. Total price for 3 years is $24,342.50. That's a savings. We're paying annually just over $10,000 for Code Red OnSolve, and we have a lot more options with this. So I would propose approving this resolution, enter into agreement with Regroup for our mass notification needs.
Let me ask 2 quick questions. The contract would begin on January 1 of 26. When would the actual the system itself take effect? That people would then start receiving messages, if you know?
Within that first week, everything's ready. We told them a couple of weeks ago that we were going to move forward with it, so they preemptively started building our system. So as soon as they get the agreement, we're going to go live. So it would be in week 1.
Thank you for that. And then you may have said it, I need to hear it a second time. To your knowledge, and there's a reason I'm going to ask this question, is Beaver County entering into a similar agreement, if you know?
Not that I know of. I believe they're currently using Rave, and I believe that's a Motorola product, and I believe they're going to stay with that. Butler County has already entered in the agreement, and Mercer County is considering it. They received the same proposal. But as of right now, Butler is, which works because we have facilities that we share, kind of an evacuation area with the Sarah facilities, chemical facilities. So we'll be able to do an agreement where if I send a message, it will touch Butler County. And Mercer County seems like they want to go with this as well because they don't currently have the system. And we have facilities like Cetera Co-op and Dairy Farmers of America, where part of the evacuation, should there be an incident there, would stretch into Mercer County. So we'd be able to get a similar agreement with them. When if I send a message, it won't stop at the county line. It will go into Mercer County to notify their people.
That's helpful, and I appreciate knowing that. Reason I kind of zeroed in on Elwood City Borough is, of course, the county line runs through the borough, and a small section of the borough is technically in Beaver County. Do you happen to know, will the Lawrence County residents in Elwood City receive this? What will happen to those Elwood City Borough residents who reside in Beaver County, if you know?
If we can get the agreement between Lawrence and Beaver County, where we have what's considered their COG ID, to originate those messages. As long as we can get access to that card or certificate, we will be allowed to pass county boundaries. So it would take some paper. As of right now, it will not go into Beaver County. We'll have to send it to them and they'll put out their own message. But if we can work out the agreement between the intergovernmental agreement between Beaver and Lawrence, it'll pass that boundary.
Thank you. And again, it's such a unique set of circumstances because those folks who live in the borough of Elwood City but live in Beaver County, they're still residents of the borough. They're residents of the Elwood City Area School District, but by the same token, they are Beaver County residents. So it's a real mix of circumstances.
The Enid Valley going a block off school.
Right.
It's kind of, yeah.
Well, thank you for that. Let me see if Commissioner Sanada has any questions.
I have no questions.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Mr. Kennedy,
I'm good.
you're recommending this to us?
Yes.
Okay, this is proposed resolution 406. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no other concerns, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you, Vanessa.
Mhm.
Chad, thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to all of you as well. Thank you for your support.
Certainly.
Great holidays.
Hope it's a safe holiday for you.
I hate to say the word, but
Quiet, absolutely. Yeah, take care.
thank you all.
Bye-bye. Next on our agenda from the assessment office, Bruce Peterson is our director. And Bruce, welcome. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. And we have a compromise settlement on a piece of property in the borough of Wampum, specifically at 331 Main Street, parcel number 21012200. And evidently there was an issue that went before the Board of Assessment Appeals, and sounds like it must have gone up to the courts, and that's where the compromise was reached, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But could you fill us in on that, please?
Yeah, this is a 3-story building in Wampum at 331 Main Street. It was a former grocery store, cabinet store. Wampum Community Revitalization has the old train station down there. Purchased this property. They're using it for storage and converting it for community use. And at the present time, when they filed this appeal in 2024, it wasn't being used. So this will actually take effect in the tax year of 2026. So they're in the process of converting that to the public use.
So they've been paying taxes, but beginning in the new year, because of the change in their circumstances, they won't be required to pay
Yes.
property tax.
They're going to pay. They paid the full taxes in 24 and 25.
Yes.
That was the agreement between the borough, the school district, and the county solicitor.
And of course, the borough is Wampum, the school district is the Elwood City Area School District. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
That building has a fascinating history. Most currently, if you visit Wampum, it's the building where they just painted the Dick Allen mural.
Okay.
Again, at the intersection of Main Street and Church Street. And you're right, it was a grocery store. It was called the Butler Store, and a lady by the name of Peg Plink ran it. Next to her was Dale Brown's hardware store before it became a cabinet store.
Okay.
But the real cool part of that was that before the early 1940s, when they built the Wampum Gymnasium, school gymnasium, the basketball team in Wampum, which had a high school at the time, played basketball, their games on the second floor of that building. And then the state finally came in and shut them down. They said the building was not safe enough to hold that many spectators and players. So
It had to be smaller than the Wampum Gym.
I think it was. Sorry to digress. I've been doing that a lot today. It must be this holiday season, so forgive me. Mr. Kennedy, questions?
None at all.
Okay, thank you, sir. Commissioner Sanada?
No.
Okay, thank you. And again, this is an agreement that's been reached by all three taxing bodies, and there is an agreement on a consensus on the part of the solicitors for those three taxing bodies. Am I correct?
Yes.
Thank you. So this is Resolution 407. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you both, gentlemen. And if there are no other concerns, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thanks, Vanessa. Bruce, appreciate all your hard work, and to you and your family, a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thanks, Bruce. Enjoy your time off. Chrissy Ashone is with us from the District Attorney's Office. I almost said your previous name. I caught myself. But thank you for your patience today.
Oh, no problem.
I know you're a busy person, and just in the order of things, the last presenter, so thank you again. Chrissy, you have before us proposed resolution 408, which involves an agreement with the Pennsylvania District Attorney's Institute for the, is it pronounced Savin or Savin? Savin system, which I'll let you tell us a little bit about, please.
So this is a wonderful program because it helps with victims being notified of any person in jail. When they go to jail, when they get released from jail, if they go to a different facility, like a mental health facility, if they've passed away, it just gives them, it's just better for them so that they know when they get out of jail, so that it's more of a safety issue than anything.
Thank you so much. We've had this in effect for many, many years. Has it always been with between PCCD and the DA's Institute, to your recollection?
Yes, and they also go by, it's PA Savin, but they've also changed the website to VineLink. So if you've heard of VineLink as well, that's like the new program that they have.
Does the word Savin, does that stand for something?
Probably.
That's all right. We know what it does.
That's all right.
We just know what, and that's the most important thing, what it does. Commissioner Kennedy, any questions for Chrissy? Okay, thank you. Commissioner Sanada?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, thank you. And obviously you're recommending that we approve this.
Yes.
That being said, may I have a motion for resolution 408?
I'll make a motion, we approve it.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Chrissy, good to see you, and thanks again for your patience today.
Yes, thank you.
Merry Christmas to you
Same
and
to you
yours.
guys.
Take care. Resolution 409, we've been made aware that there is a vacancy on the Lawrence County Federated Library System Board. It's a 7-member board, and the process is that each of the 3 libraries, the one here in Newcastle, the one in Elwood City, and the F.D. Campbell Memorial Library out in North Beaver Township, they each nominate people to serve on the Federated Library System Board. The vacancy would be coming from the Elwood City Public Library, and they have recommended to us, and I'm acquainted with this gentleman, I think it's a tremendous recommendation, Dr. Douglas Lockowich, who is a resident of the borough of Elwood City. He's a dentist, by the way. The action we would take today would appoint him to fill that vacancy on the Federated Library System Board, and his term would expire on December 31 of 2028. Chris, any questions or concerns?
No.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kennedy?
None.
All righty. Gentlemen, would one of you care to make a motion for this appointment?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there's no other concerns, we'll call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. We have a proposed budget amendment. This would be resolution 410. We received unanticipated revenue in the amount of $11,440 for the Project Lifesaver. This would go towards the revenue account. And then we would earmark this towards the Project Lifesaver expense fund account. Do you know what department this falls under?
District attorneys, right?
Okay,
District.
through the DAs. Okay, thank you. Dan, do you have, well, before I get to Dan, anything else you need to know about it?
No, just
sounds like it's gonna be a great program.
Good.
So, money well spent.
Thank you. I would agree. Mr. Kennedy? Nothing? Mr. Sanada?
No,
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion for Resolution 410?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Proposed Resolution 411 would be another budget amendment. We received unanticipated revenue from the Pennsylvania Workers' Compensation Trust Fund Board in the amount of $15,000. And we would earmark this towards the Commissioner's allocation expense account in the same amount. Joe, anything else we need to know?
No, that came from, we got a reimbursement check this week. What I estimated in the 2025 budget was a certain amount, and that check was 15,000 more than we anticipated, which constitutes a budget.
Which I don't think we mind this at all.
No.
Chris, do you have any questions?
No,
Thank you. Dan? All righty, may I have a motion for Resolution 411?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there's no other discussion, we'll call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. I'm going to read these budget transfers into the record. Stop me if you have a question, and then when we get to the end, we can either split them out or take one motion to cover all of them. Mental Health and Developmental Services is asking for a $73,500 transfer. Of that, it's the $67,500 is coming from ID base going into cost allocation, and $6,000 is coming from their contingency going into their transfer to their general line item. Under the commissioners, the total request is for $1,249.12. Comes about as follows. From materials and supplies, $185 into maintenance and repairs. Also from materials and supplies, $214.12 into the telephone line item. And finally, under miscellaneous administrative expense, $850 into land and building. District Judge Amodi is requesting the following. It's a $500 transfer from temporary part-time staff into bond insurance premiums. The Public Defender's Office is asking for a $277 transfer from their contingency into their direct image copy system line item. The Juvenile Probation Office requests the following. Total amount $550, broken out as follows. All of this is going into telephone and internet. $180 is coming from uniform, $290 is coming from the vehicle line item, and $80 is coming from staff overtime. Adult Probation is requesting an $1,100 transfer from their contingency into their travel and training line item. The jail is asking for is this 4,900 to your, as best you can tell? I've lost track on my, here we go, yeah, 4,900, yes. From their part-time line item into their gas line item, and then a 91-cent transfer from their part-time staff into their land, building, and rental. I think that's one of the smallest transfers we've ever done, 91 cents.
So.
The Controller's Office, this is all coming from their contingency, totaling $3,341. $741 going towards land, building, and rent, $2,500 going towards materials and supplies, and $100 going towards salaries of staff. The Public Safety Office is asking for a $2,000 transfer from the facility supplies line item into their electric line item. Mental Health Developmental Services is asking for a $200 transfer from their contingency into their postage line item. Children and Youth Services requesting an $8,000 transfer from contracted provider care into travel and training. Maintenance Office is asking for $1,110 from materials and supplies into contracted custodial services line item. Under the Commissioners, the request is a transfer of $1,547 from contingency into association dues. Would that be CCAP dues?
Yeah,
I think they went up a little bit.
They
Yeah.
did.
Okay, thank you. The Veterans Office is asking for a $195 transfer, all of it coming from their other services line item, $139 towards maintenance and repairs, $56 towards postage. The Court Administration is asking for a $100 transfer from their contingency into their postage line item. Also, Court Administration is asking for $1,300 from their contingency into travel and training. The Sheriff's Office is asking for a total transfer of $9,500, all of it going into materials and supplies. $4,500 is coming from Office Minor, and $5,000 is coming from the salary of deputies line item. And finally, the Proprietary's Office is asking for a transfer of $2,078.22 from their materials and supplies into their postage. Mr. Kennedy, any questions?
None at all.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Sanada? Thank you, Chris. And Joe, I assume you have a comfort level with these?
I do.
Okay.
It's that time of year.
Yes, it is. So hopefully in January, we won't be doing this as much. Thank you. May I have a motion for these transfers, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Couple of announcements. This board will meet again a week from today, Tuesday, December 30 at 10 a.m. In this room. It's open to the public. If you gentlemen don't mind, I'll reach out again to Judge Acker and see if he might be available.
That's fine.
I saw his security man, and I think they had a pretty full schedule up there this morning, so I'm wondering if that's why he couldn't join us. The courthouse will be closed tomorrow, Thursday and Friday of this week in observance of the Christmas holiday. Courthouse will also be closed on January 1 in observance of New Year's Day. The annual salary board meeting, which will be open to the public, will take place on Monday, January 5 of 2026 at 2 p.m. in this room. And it's a statutorily required meeting. I think all around the state, there will be having salary board meetings. Finally, the swearing-in ceremony for newly elected officials will be taking place first at 10 o'clock on Monday, January 5, 2026. Correction to that. The 10 o'clock swearing-in ceremony will be in courtroom number 2. Also then at 11 a.m. the same day, in courtroom number 1, there will be a ceremony for the 3 newly elected judges. It'll be a very important day for the county. I'll note that the audience, we have no audience at this point. I'll ask for public comment, but again, there's no one else in the room. Closing comments from my fellow commissioners. Mr. Sanada.
I'll just wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
Chris, thank you. And we wish you the same. Commissioner Kennedy.
Nothing.
Thank you, sir. And I'll also echo my colleagues' remarks and wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a safe and happy New Year, although we'll see you before the New Year. Joe, Vanessa, anything we've missed? All right, thank you both for all the work you do putting this together. We appreciate everybody who might be watching us. There being no other business to be brought before this board, may I have an adjournment motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, nay. The same sign. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. And Joe, thank you for taking care of that.
Yeah.
Chris, Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks, Dan.
Merry Christmas.
Soon. Hopefully next week.
Okay.